Welcome to Beginner-Techies. In this video, I am going to discuss about Chat GPT, an introduction of Chat GPT with Beginner-Techies. Nowadays, Chat GPT is a more trending AI chatbot, and there are so many discussions going on after the release of Chat GPT, like whether it is going to replace human in coming futures. So there are so many discussions. So before going to make any conclusion, let us understand the Chat GPT over here. राइट सो चैट जीपीटी को यूज़ कैसे करना है. चैट जीपीटी एज ए सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर, एज ए आर्किटेक्ट, एज ए डेवॉप्स इंजीनियर और इर्रेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ एनी प्रोफेशन, कोई किसी भी प्रोफेशन में है, वो चैट जीपीटी उसके लिए कैसे हेल्प करेगा. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, राइट. कोई इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कर रहा है, कोई जॉब प्रिपरेशन कर रहा है, या किसी को रिज्यूम बनाना है, या किसी को कवर लेटर का हेडेक है. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स. So Chat GPT will cover every aspect. But let us see what could be the pros and cons. इसके अंदर क्या एडवांटेज है, क्या डिसएडवांटेज है. हो सकता है कि हम जैसा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं वैसा हमें ना मिले. हो सकता है हम जो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं वो अबव द एक्सपेक्टेशंस हमें रिजल्ट मिले. तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. बट वी कैन नॉट मेक एनी कंक्लूजन until unless we are going to use Chat GPT. Okay. So Chat GPT is a part of generative pre-trained transformer. Okay, and इसको जो फाइन ट्यून किया है, इसको ये इजीली हम इसको समझ सकते हैं कि एन अप्रोच टू ट्रांसफर लर्निंग. तो इसके फीचर्स क्या है? मिमिक ह्यूमन कन्वर्सेशनलिस्ट. अगेन इसको भी हम प्रैक्टिकली इसको एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे कि कैसे ये ह्यूमन कन्वर्सेशनलिस्ट की तरह बिहेव करता है. ये रियली पॉसिबल है या नहीं है, ये वी विल एक्सपीरियंस दिस पार्ट एज वेल. एंड वर्सेटाइल मीन्स इसके बहुत सारे यूसेज हैं, डिफरेंट यूसेज है, और किसी भी एरिया में ये एंट्री कर सकता है. इट्स नॉट स्पेसिफिक टू सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग पार्ट. एज ए लाइक डेवलपर, सो आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग लाइक हाउ कैन वी इम्प्रूव, हाउ कैन वी बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव विद द हेल्प ऑफ चैट जीपीटी. एक जावा डेवलपर, एक बैक एंड इंजीनियर होने वजह से हम कैसे इसको अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ा सकते हैं, एंड क्या क्या प्री रिक्विजिट है अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ाने के लिए जब हम चैट जीपीटी को यूज़ करेंगे. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है. ओके, चैट जीपीटी के लिए, राइट. राइट एंड डिबग कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम्स, इमुलेट लिनक्स सिस्टम, सिमुलेट इंटायर चैट रूम, प्ले गेम्स लाइक टिक टैक टो, information about internet phenomena, programming languages, okay, compose music, teleplays, screenplay for television drama. स्क्रीन प्ले हम चैट जीपीटी से कहेंगे भाई हमें एक स्क्रीन प्ले चाहिए, एक ड्रामा मेरे एक टेलीप्लेज मुझे राइट करके दो, तो वो दे देगा. और ऐसा नहीं है कि इट विल ओनली अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश. हम किसी भी लैंग्वेज में हम इससे कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. It's not specific to English language. Fairy tale, write poetry, song, lyrics. So हर एरिया को ये टच करता है. जिसका जो प्रोफेशन, अपने प्रोफेशन के हिसाब से इससे इंटरेक्ट कर सकता है चैट जीपीटी से. ओके, स्टूडेंट्स हैं तो ऐसे आंसर टेस्ट क्वेश्चन. So chat GPT is a versatile, so it is touching almost every part of our daily life and every profession, I can say. Okay, so let's see how can we enhance our productivity as a software developer, technical architect with chat gpt. यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ चीज़ें लिस्टेड की हैं. जनरल स्टाफ, बैक एंड डेवलपर, इंटरव्यूज, फ्रंट एंड और जॉब असिस्टेंट. देख लें इसको. जनरल स्टाफ में चेक कर लेंगे. जैसे यहाँ पे वर्सटाइल्स इसके हैं, इसको एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं कि प्ले गेम्स लाइक टिक टैक टू. सो कैसे, अगर मुझे चैट जीपीटी के साथ गेम खेलना है तो ये कैसा बिहेव करेगा. सो लेट अस फर्स्ट इंटरेक्ट विद चैट जीपीटी. ओके, राइट. सो लेट अस प्ले गेम विद चैट जीपीटी. टिक टैक टू गेम. कैन यू प्ले टिक टैक टू गेम विद मी? See the responses. Yes, I had be happy to play tic-tac-toe with you. How would you like to proceed? अब इसका रिप्लाई देखो, ऐसा लगता है जैसे कि मैं ये गेम किसी और के साथ खेल रहा हूँ, किसी ह्यूमन के साथ खेल रहा हूँ. वुड यू लाइक टू प्ले द गेम वर्बली or do you prefer to use digital version of the game? Let's ask digital version. Great. Here is a link to a tic-tac-toe game we can play together. Oh my god. When you are ready to start, just let me know. If you want to go first with X, or if you want me to go first with O. I am ready. Okay, I'm just clicking on this link. Here it goes. Great, since you are going first, please place your X in any cell. So here, start the game. Then I will place my O. Without a winner, here is the current board. My god. I already placed my X. One minute, let me check this. Okay, sorry. I have already used the link you have given. I cannot see the game board on your screen. Please let me know the current state of the game and where you had like to place. Okay, top left. Got it. You have placed an X in the top left corner. Here is the current board. तो ये हमारे पास नया बोर्ड इसने दे दिया, राइट. टॉप लेफ्ट में मैंने X पुश की. Now it's my turn. I will place my O in the center cell. Here is the updated board. Okay, bottom right. Bottom right. It's interesting, right? Great choice. You have placed your X in the bottom right corner. अब ये फिर से हमें करंट स्टेटस देगा इसका. ये X मेरा इसने प्लेस किया. It's my turn again. I will place my O in the bottom left. Let me ask one question. I wanna win this game. Please help me. I cannot assist you in cheating or winning unfairly. I am programmed to play the game according to the standard rules and to make the best move possibly based on the current state of the game. Let's continue playing the game fairly and may the best player win. So this is the response we are getting from Chat GPT. वो cheating नहीं करेगा बोल रहा है. Okay, so let's top right. Final one. Okay, top right. Good move. You have placed your X in the top right corner. Here's the updated board. Right, middle right. Okay, again. Okay, middle right. Right. I will put middle left. Middle left. Bottom, middle, bottom, bottom, middle. Good choice. You have placed your X in the bottom middle cell here. The updated board. Congratulations, you have won the game. You have won the game. You were able to get 3 in a row at the bottom row. Well played. Would you like to play again, or is there anything else you had like to? No thanks. No thanks. I need to explore more about other stuff. Okay, no problem. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions in the future. Have a great day. Explore more about like as a software engineer and developer. So as a Java developer, I'm just trying to get a roadmap. Okay, so as a Java developer, मैं अभी सर्च कर रहा हूँ कि जावा डेवलपर का रोड मैप क्या है. जावा रोड मैप टू बिकम जावा डेवलपर. क्या क्या चीज़ें हमें सीखनी पड़ेंगी जावा डेवलपर बनने के लिए. Experience. Here is the roadmap. Learn the basics of Java. Start by learning basics of the Java program. You should understand the right. Learn core Java libraries and frameworks. Once you have basic understanding of Java, learn core Java libraries and framework like Spring, Hibernate, JUnit, and Log4j. These libraries and frameworks are widely used in the industry. Learn web development. Learn web development technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Also learn web frameworks like Angular or React that can help you to build web applications. Learn database technologies. Learn SQL and database technologies like MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB. You should know how to create and manage databases, how to write SQL queries, and how to integrate databases with Java applications. Learn tools and technologies. Learn tools and technologies like Eclipse, IntelliJ, Maven, Git, etc. So build a portfolio. Build a portfolio of your Java project that showcase your skills, expertise. This include a project you have built your own as part of course, a program as part of job. So इसने कंप्लीट रोड मैप दे दिया एक जावा डेवलपर बनने के लिए. कीप लर्निंग, राइट. जावा वर्जन, लेटेस्ट जावा वर्जन, लेटेस्ट Java version. Sorry. See, let it. I miss the S here. As of my ledger cutoff date of September 2021, the latest stable version of Java is 17. Java 17 was released in September 14, 2021. ये इसका आंसर है. ये इसके लिमिटेशंस भी है. इसका आंसर करेक्ट है. वैसे तो लेटेस्ट जावा वर्जन 19 है, बट इसका जो लिमिटेशन है वो 2021 तक का डेटा ही ये देगा. इसके पास अगर हम चैट इसका लिमिटेशंस देखेंगे यहाँ पे, सो हियर चैट जीपीटी हैज़ लिमिटेड नॉलेज ऑफ इवेंट दैट अकर आफ्टर 2021. अगर 2021 का के बाद का कोई भी इवेंट अगर हम इसको पूछेंगे तो वी वोंट बी सेटिस्फाई, ऐसा, क्योंकि ये इसके लिमिटेशंस है. ओके, सो ये करेक्ट है एज पर हिज नॉलेज, राइट. 2021. Let us check further. But Java version is 19, right? As in Java with example. Come on. Okay. Java is a public program that fully support OOPS concepts. Here are some of the key OOPS concepts Java with example abstraction. Okay, right. Encapsulation is the process of wrapping data methods together into. Okay, so that's fine. राइट, तो अभी इसने ओप्स कॉन्सेप्ट, जावा में जो भी ओप्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं, एब्स्ट्रैक्शन, पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म, इनहेरिटेंस एंड इनकैप्सुलेशन. सो वी हैव गॉट ओप्स concept along with the examples, right? But let us ask few more questions. Method overloading. Let's see this example first. Calculator and evaluate. Method overloading, method overriding, both. Let me give it. Okay. Okay, right. So let us check in Java. Let's see. So to create a person block in Java, you can use a web framework like Spring Boot and database like MySQL. Here's an example code for a basic person block. Okay. Right. Right. So हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या था कि राइट अ कोड फॉर पर्सन ब्लॉग इन जावा, इसने हमें कंप्लीट कोड पर्सन ब्लॉग का एक स्ट्रक्चर दे दिया है. इट्स नॉट अ कंप्लीट, we need to customize this code, but yes we got the structure of the person block. हम सीधा इसको क्या कर सकते हैं, सीधा हम इसको अपने प्रोजेक्ट में ऐड करके then we can move further. ऐसा write the code for tic tac toe game. Let's see. Come on. Sure, here's an example code for tic tac toe game in Java. Okay. While game is not ended, then this method will be called make move print board check game over switch player. Okay. Right. Let's see. Initialize, make move. Okay. The first method is initialize board. This will be called row. Okay. And then print board. This way. Make move. So it's stuck, it's not generating the code. Anyway, so we will get the tic-tac-toe code as well with the help of Chat GPT, and we can simply copy this code and then run into our like IDE. So I believe this code will be work, right? Monolithic and microservice are two different architecture styles for building software applications. A monolithic architecture refers to a traditional approach where the entire application is built as a single self-contained unit. All the components of the application, such as the user interface, business logic, and data storage, are tightly coupled and run as a single process. In contrast, a microservice architecture is an approach that breaks down the application into smaller, independent deployable services that communicate with each other through APIs. Each service responds for a specific business capabilities and can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently of the other services. तो प्रॉस एंड कॉन्स दोनों के हैं, मोनोलिथिक के भी यहाँ पे हैं एंड माइक्रो सर्विसेज के भी, माइक्रो सर्विस के एडवांटेजेस हैं यहाँ पे. द चॉइस बिटवीन मोनोलिथिक माइक्रो सर्विसेज आर्किटेक्चर डिपेंड्स ऑन सेवरल फैक्टर्स. So there are few factors which need to consider, like which one should be better for our requirement. ये तो again ये तो एक मतलब सो बेस्ड ऑन द फैक्टर हमें डिसाइड करना होगा कि कौन सा हमें अप्रोच पे जाना है. सो मोनोलिथिक एंड माइक्रो सर्विस के कुछ अपने अपने प्रॉस एंड कॉन्स हैं, but microservice is more we can say right. So microservice architecture can be a good choice for large complex application then that require high scalability and availability. It allows for greater flexibility and agility in development and deployment, and each service can be developed and maintained by a separate team with specific expertise. Let us check roadmap to develop e-commerce application using Spring and using microservices. Let's see. Come on. Developing an e-commerce application using microservices requires careful planning and execution to ensure that each service is developed, deployed, and maintained efficiently. Here is a roadmap to develop an e-commerce application using microservices. Define the business requirement. That is fine. Okay. Before starting the development process, I should define the business requirement, use the use cases that the application need to address. This will help to identify the different services required and their functionality. Identify the microservices, okay, based on the business requirement, yes, and use cases. Identify the different microservices that the application will require. Each service should be designed to perform a specific business function and should be loosely coupled with other services. Okay. Define the APIs that will be used to communicate between the different services. Right. So develop the services, develop each service independently using the programming language framework of your choice. Each service should have its own database, should be deployable as a standalone unit, right? Containerize the services. Containerize the service with Taka, another containers tool. This will enable the service to be deployed and scaled easily. Deployed the service, right? So again it's a stuck here. I don't want to waste time over here. तो यहाँ पे ये तीसरा पॉइंट जो है define the APIs, right? Let me ask one question here. 3. Decrease productivity. If a communication service like email or messaging is down, it could result in delayed or missed messages and potentially impact business operations. In general, when a service is down, it is important to identify the cause of the problem and work to restore it possible to minimize the impact on users. This may involve troubleshooting the issues. I have to search few products. What could be the best system design for this? When searching, the best system design will depend on the specific context and requirement. However, here are some general pieces that may guide system scalability, availability, performance. Okay, scalability, availability, performance, security, personalization. Overall, the best system design for product search will depend on the specific requirement and use cases. So, can you recommend for solar? Yes, Solar can be a good option for person as well as an enterprise search application. Solar is an open source platform based on Apache Lucene, which is a high performance full featured search engine library. Here are some benefits of Solar for product search. Okay. Let's see this Elasticsearch. Better, right? Popular and power search engine platform that can be a good choice for products. Elasticsearch is built on top of the open source search library Apache Lucene and provides additional features to such as search filter. Let me ask this question. Let's see. Yes, and will not have Apache Lucene, which is a popular open source search library that provide the core indexing and search. I was just making confused. मैं सिर्फ इसको confuse कर रहा था. Let's see. So yeah, the result is same, right? Okay, can you provide me the template for Solar config set? Let's see. Basic template for a Solar config set that you can use a starting point. Okay, in Ruby. XML. What? Stuck. Can you provide config set? Solar. Collection of configuration file that define how Solar should index, search, and serve documents. Correct. A config set typically includes files such as schema.xml, defines the fields and data types for the documents to be indexed. Correct. Solar config.xml, right? Define various settings for the Solar, such as request handlers, etc. Yes, correct. Stop word is also correct. To create a new Solar collection, you will need to specify a config set to use. You can either use one of the built-in config set that come with Solar, or create your own custom config set by modifying, creating. Okay. Okay. Schema.xml is refer to managed schema. Let's see. Is to be primary way to define the fields and data types for the document to be in. However, starting from so there is a new schema-less mode that allows Solaris to infer the field type based on the data it received. Fine. In a schema-less mode, Solar automatically creates and manages schema based on the field type it says. Right. This is known as the managed schema. So this was my question actually. Is schema.xml and managed schema both are same or different? Actually, यहाँ से however starting from Solar 6.5 there is a new schemaless mode that allows Solar to infer the field types based on the receipts. Correct. Right. So we have put questions. राइट सो हमने जावा से भी क्वेश्चंस किया, जावा से रिलेटेड जो ओप्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड माइक्रो सर्विस से रिलेटेड भी क्वेश्चंस किए. Let us do some question with system design. Okay, Chat GPT HLD. Generative pre-trained language model, it is a large-scale deep learning model developed by OpenAI for natural language processing tasks. It is based on the transformer architecture, which is designed to handle sequential data such as text. The high-level design of chatbot can be described as follows. Training, architecture, inference. Overall, the design of chatbot allows it to generate high-quality response to natural language prompts. So ये क्या कह रहा है, इसके पास इसने HLD डायग्राम नहीं दिया. Language model is a large deep learning model, okay, which is the high level design of chat GPT can be described as follow. Okay, can HLD diagram, let me ask diagram, let's see. Great. So here is a simplified diagram, a high level diagram of GPT generative language model. Trust. Here is a more detailed breakdown of the different components of the program. Text data, pre-processing, transformer based model, output text during inference. Okay. Right. Split voice system design. Let's see this. Splitwise is a web mobile application that allows split experiment keep track of who owes whom. Here is a high level system in Splitwise architecture front end. Okay. Right. Correct. User data is also fine. User is storing relation data such as Postgres, MySQL. Each user has unique ID. Okay. Expense data. Payment processing is a third-party payment processing service such as Stripe to handle payments when an expense is settled. The Splitwise back and sends a request to the payment processing service to transfer the necessary fund between users. Right. Notification service. This is fine. To ensure scalability and performance, the split system can be scaled horizontally by adding more instances of each microservice. Can be sharded, distribute data across multiple nodes, and caching can be used to reduce data reads. Load balancer can be used to distribute incoming traffic to the appropriate microservice, and a CDN can be used to cache static. How to export in system design. Let's see. Requires a combination of technical knowledge, practical experience, soft skills. Here are some steps you can take to become an expert in system design. Okay. Okay, fine. How to expert in system design. Okay. What is HLD? High level design. Okay. High level design stands for high level design, which is type of system design that provides an overview of the system and its component at a high level. HLD focuses on the overall architecture of the system and its major components rather than the details of. Let me type one question here. For I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Is equal to I. Let's see. Can I get permutation? Okay, so now the given code will not generate permutation of n in Java. The code initiate the variable mal is to 0 and then iterate over the integer from 0 to n. One inclusive using a for loop. However, at each iteration, it will multiply the current values summoned by the loop variable and store the result back in mal. Therefore, at the end of the loop will always be 0 regardless of the value of n. The code does not generate permutation of n. To generate permutation of Java can okay. You can use recursive function that generates all possible permission by swapping elements in the input. Here's an example implementations. Yeah, so that is correct. Yeah, this code will not execute the won't be, so this code is not perfect for how to become a good code. Mastering the basics of such as data structure algorithm student. Right. Can you given the template for DP? Okay. Right. So can I use this template for every DP problem? Okay. Make sure you understand the recurrence relation, the formula that I compute the current DP value based on the previous values and or the input value. Use a loop to iterate over the input values and update the DP array accordingly. The final answer will typically be the last value in the DP array, although this may depend on the problem. Be mindful of edge cases and possible issues with overflow or underflow, correct? Remember that DP is just one approach to problem solving, and it may not always be most efficient or elegant solution, be sure to consider other techniques such as greedy algorithms, divide and conquer, and backtracking as well, right? Right. Can I use this template for every DP problem? While this template can be useful as a starting point of many DP problems, it may not be if sufficient for every problem. DP problems can vary widely in terms of their input, output, and constant. You may need to adapt the template of suit the specific parameter you are working on. For example, some DP may require multiple DP arrays or a DP array of different data types and integer. Additionally, some DP process may require you to keep track of additional information such as the optimal solution or the path that led to beyond just the final DP value, right? So fine. Right, you can add it to your project using build tool like Gradle. You can download it directly from the Google Maps website and to your project manually. Yes, you need to create a Google Map API key. You can do this by following the instruction in Google Maps. Places client, correct. Once you have your API key, you can use the Google Map API to search for vehicle within it. To do this, you can use the following code. Okay. Rectangular bounds, fine. Okay. Right. So finally we got the answer here within 2 minutes. Let me ask some more question with the can't we use distance matrix? Yes, you can use Google Map distance and get the distance duration between two or more locations. The distance, okay. Okay, fine. Correct. Right. So let's do some question regarding Android application programming. Let's do some question on the behalf of Android applications. So generate Android app code for chat application. चलो ऐसा ही करते हैं. Involving multiple components such as UI design, settlement, database connection, network connection. Here is the viewer of the cube. Okay. 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 Retrofit. Correct. Right. You will need to authenticate users to ensure that only authorized users can access the chat application. You can use built-in Android authentication mechanisms such as Google Sign-in, or implement your own authentication mechanism using service items such as OAuth or JSON website. Right. Ask the question regarding the front-end developer. So I'm just asking the same question what I did for Java. So let me ask the same question. Let me generate code for personal blog in using blog using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. To create a personal blog using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can follow these steps. Create the basic HTML structure of your blog, including the header, main content area, and footer. Okay. HTML, CSS. Add sales styles to your blog to define the layout, plus fonts, and the visual aspects of your design. Okay, so CSS is done, HTML is done. Now use Java to add interactivity to your blog, such as displaying a pop-up window when the user click button for loading. Right, pop-up button. Okay. So it is generating the person blog code in JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. It is about to done. Right. These are just so structures to provide कर दिया. Like we can simply use this structure to get the like personal blog, to get the code for personal blog. So structure तो इसमें share कर दिया. Like we can simply use this structure to get the personal blog, but as per our requirement we can simply customize these like whatever the as per our requirement we can simply customize this. So it is here, so it's stuck here. So it provided the structure over here. We can simply use this and customize this, right? But we should not like we should not write everything from the scratch. Okay, we can simply use this. We can simply use this in our code base and do the required changes accordingly. That's all, right? So backend developer interviews and front-end developers. So there are a lot of questions we can put and we will get some response from the Chat GPT. So we can till this point we can easily understand um, like how can we be more productive with the help of chat gpt, right? So it will reduce the development effort if we have if we know the basic understanding of if we have basic knowledge of our domain and our area where we are working, so we can easily grab the chat gpt code. Yeah, we can easily grab the chat gpt code, right? So we should not completely rely on like whatever the chat gpt is responding, but yes, we can simply analyze them and debug those things whatever we are getting from the chat gpt. So if it is like working fine, then that's okay. Otherwise we need to do some required changes in the code itself. So high paying job in Java. High paying job in Java. There are several steps you can take to increase your chances of success. Master Java. The first thing, build a strong portfolio. Get certified. Stay updated with the latest technology and trends. Networking. Apply the right companies. Roadmap to crack the Google. Let's see. Come on. Cracking Google or getting a job at Google is a highly competitive process. Here are some steps you can take to increase your chances of success. First one is build a strong technical foundation. Google values technical expertise, so make sure you have a strong foundation in computer science and programming. Focus on data structures, algorithms, and problem solving. Second, gain experience. Google typically looks for candidates with real world experience. So consider working on personal projects, contributing to open source software, completing internships or co-op programs. Polish your resume. So make sure it is stand or highlight your technical skills and tailor it to the specific position you are applying for. Prepare for technical interviews. Google is known for its rigorous technical interview process. Practice coding problems and algorithms and consider participating in mock interviews to gain experience. Focus on soft skills. In addition to technical skills, Google also values candidates with strong soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Practice this skill through group projects or extracurricular activities. 6 steps. Network. Networking can help you get your foot in the door. Attend career fairs, tech conferences, and other events where you can meet Google recruiters and engineers. Apply strategically. Apply for positions that align with your skills and experience. Research the positions and the company culture and tailor your application to each job. Remember, getting a job at Google takes hard work, dedication, and persistence. Keep learning and growing, and don't be discouraged by setbacks. With the right combination of technical skills, experience, and soft skills, again it's good. got stuck. Anyway, so we got the roadmap, right? Like how can we actually get into the Google? So these are the steps. It's not really easy. Let me ask some more question from the above conversation. Can you help me on point 3? Let's see. Polish your resume for a job at Google. Okay. Use specific examples to demonstrate your skills and accomplishment. Quantify your achievements whenever possible. If you worked on a project that improved website performance, include metrics such as page load time, user engagement. Okay. I have 4 years experience as a Java developer with the skills Java, Kafka, micro services, NoSQL, Solar. Your resume is your first impression, so take the time to make it stand out and showcase your skills and experience in the best possible time. Can you write a resume? I have 4 skills. Okay, what are the skills added? Okay, right. Can you write? Can you write cover letter for me? Can you write cover letter for me? Yeah, so I cannot make any request today. It's already exhausted. Since 1 hours, I'm keep requesting. लास्ट 1 आवर से मैं बहुत सारे रिक्वेस्ट कर चुका हूँ, सो आई कैन नॉट डू एनी फर्दर रिक्वेस्ट in the chat gpt. Okay, so yeah, so this way like we can utilize the chat gpt tool. We can enhance our productivity as a developer, as a architect, as a front-end developer. We can just need to put the questions, right questions, we'll get the right answer. We need to do some debug and like we need to analyze whether the response we are getting is this correct or not. So right, so till now we experienced multiple aspect with chat gpt, right? We have seen few responses are as expected, few responses are not completely correct, right? So moral of the story, we should not rely on chat gpt response. We should have at least basic knowledge of our domain to debug the responses. So So one major question, like it's my opinion, I'm not agree with the more on this, can we completely rely on chat gpt? So as per my opinion, we should not completely rely on chat gpt. We should actually go for official documentation if we are looking for any specific stuff. So even though we are getting responses from the chat gpt, but yeah, we need to refer the official document as well, right? And the next question is, will it really replace the human in coming future? So these two questions, as per my opinion, we should not rely on completely rely on chat gpt responses, but these questions is open for you guys. You can put your thoughts in the comment sections. Okay, and the next important thing is this one. This is the important. Okay, and the next important thing is thank